Welcome back to Battlesnake official Twitch channel. We are trying something new today. We've got a live version of Snake Pit Live with our Battlesnake Casting Crew. We've also got a brand new special guest, and we're super excited to have him here joining us today. Over to you, Curtis.
Welcome to this special weekend edition of Snake Pit Live. Live.
We're doing it.
This is a, like I said, special weekend edition. We're going to be hitting this again a Saturday from today for the special edition tournament. But yeah, we've been encouraged to do a bit of an intro today, just for people that are new or people that might not know who we are. And also because we have a special guest today. I'll let him introduce himself as a, which way am I pointing?
Which way around?
So I'll just do a quick intro for myself. So if you've seen me before, my name's Curtis. I've been at Battlesnake for basically since the start, like 5 years ago. I've always been involved with the casting crew. I'm a developer, I'm a gamer, I'm a snake enthusiast, and I run the dev team for a local startup in Victoria called Certain. We are hiring. We do background checks. If you need background checks, hit us up as well. But yeah, that's me. I'll pass it to Chris next.
Hey. Yeah, my name's Chris. I got started with Battlesnake years and years ago, running my own snake. I actually have a snake on layaway that's waiting to come out, maybe like for a caster snake or something. But it probably doesn't stack up too well anymore. But yeah, I'm also a developer. Worked in Victoria tech community for a while now. I also have the Twitch chat open in front of me, so if anybody wants to talk directly to us, I'm your vessel. So. Make sure to hit up that Twitch chat. So yeah, I'll pass it over to Eileen.
Hey, I'm Aileen. I like plants. What else am I about? I really loving Animal Crossing right now. Very, very made a lot of money with turnips. Feeling very good about the stock market. Otherwise, I work at Dispatch and I'm in customer support. So I help people, and I'm here to help you learn about Battlesnake and help myself because I don't have the same experience with Battlesnake. But I've been here for a few years now. I volunteered and then I worked as a MC 1 year. So if you watch old videos, you can see me in the background, way in the background sometimes. But yeah, this is my first year casting, and it's been a dream. It's a dream come true for me to talk nonstop about Battlesnake. So I'm going to pass it over to our new special guest, who we're very happy to have, Joe Nash. Please tell us about yourself.
Thank you so much. My name's Joe. I got into Battlesnake a couple of years ago when I joined the Victoria tournament as a sponsor for, at the time, GitHub Education. Absolutely fell in love with it. It was probably one of the best coding-centric events I'd ever participated in, and I've spent my entire career doing hackathons. So super excited to be able to join y'all on the live stream here from Amsterdam today. Right now, I'm helping companies build developer-focused communities. So the work that Battlesnake and you as the team are doing to make a great place to learn about code is super near and dear to my heart. So I'm very excited to get to be here. Thank you so much.
Awesome. We're excited to have you here, Joe.
What time is it there in Amsterdam right now, Joe?
It is about 7:15 in the evening.
Perfect.
So I'd far rather be here in the evening than in the morning where you folks are.
Right.
Yeah, I had a cup of coffee, but I need another, and now I won't get it.
Yes, my cup of coffee is already dry as well. It's going to be a struggle. But I mean, at 10 a.m., how hard can we really be complaining, you know?
It is pretty sad.
All right, so today we're going to kind of follow a similar format to what we did on our last episode, where we're going to be checking out some of the divisions that we have running, see if there's any movement, see if there's any important teams to watch, and then just kind of deep dive into some of the games and see what some of the latest strategies are, see what some of these snakes are up to. And we've actually upped our technology levels, so you might actually see some real in-depth. I'll leave. I won't spoil anything right now, but we'll get there when we get there. So let's just go ahead and jump into a division here. So the new division that we talked about last episode was the parent and child division. Again, this is focused around again, you have to be a parent and a child to enter, and it's a way to encourage families who are now having some more time together to focus teaching programming to to younger budding developers, essentially. So we had a couple entrants as of last week. We've had one new entrant in the last couple of days. And
what a name, too.
Look at this name. This is a good one.
Yeah, the newest entrant is, Kyle the Third, aka Obscure Basin of Despair.
The
Beautiful,
Basin of Despair.
beautiful Basin of Despair.
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah,
it's
very
great.
smooth.
It's great.
I'm convinced that's generated by Dwarf Fortress.
Yes, I like the. Anyways, it's great.
They're in third place too.
Yeah. So
Moving
they
up.
just showed up, and they're already moving up the ladder. We noticed that in our last session there was kind of Dragon in a library and Team Pixel duking it out here. Let's take a look at the newcomer here, see what we have on here. All right, so we don't know how to code or what we're doing, but the CFL season is being delayed, so we might as well learn the language of code. Yes, the natural transition from football to programming.
That's
Seamless.
how we all got here, right? Yeah.
American football, to clarify, for our
This was a
Netherlands.
point of
Right.
earlier confusion.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, let's jump into one of the games with the newcomer here and see what they're bringing to the table right now. Recent games. We got a game from 8 minutes ago between Roger Dodger and the Obscure Basin of Despair. Let's jump into that one.
Really just managing to get the whole name in there.
Yeah. Also known as, so you can really go with either, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Is
yeah.
that-
I think
how that
attempting to
works?
live pronounce either of those is quite the feat.
Yeah, they're both pretty long, so.
I should point out that I think this snake has one of the heads from the Winter Classic.
Yes,
Oh, the scarf. Yeah,
one
right.
of the.
So if you
Scarf.
competed in the Winter Classic, you get to keep like special promotional heads.
I
think
believe that they're all available, but
Yeah,
okay.
anyone can go grab them, but
Cool.
they are winter themed, and it's spring now, so it's a little
True that.
dated.
Well, we are in Canada, Aileen. There might be some.
Yeah, it's still snowing in a lot of places. They should.
All right, let's jump into this game here. A little head-to-head action. Sorry, and again, it's not supposed to be Kyled, right?
Is it Clyde? Do you think it's supposed to be Clyde?
Like it's spelled Kyle.
Don't tell the
so-
snake its
Hey,
name.
man,
It could be
yeah.
Kyle. if it
Sorry,
wants to be Kyle.
yeah.
Kyle. Oh.
All right, I'm gonna go with Kyled until it gets corrected or someone tells me otherwise. So
Twitch.
all right.
Twitch chat. Let's
Twitch
hear
chat? Yeah, let us know. Kyle or Clyde?
It's Kyled, guys. Okay.
Kyled, right.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. So
I'm Team Kyle. 100% Team Kyle.
Team
Team
Kyle.
Kyled. All right, Kyle the Third versus Roger Dodger. Here we go. Roger Dodger rocking this chicken snake strategy in the bottom right. And
Ooh.
Not so much a strategic win from Kyle the Third, but still a win.
got the job
A
done.
win is a win.
So let's see what Roger Dodger is doing here. Let's get a real in-depth slow motion replay of the last few turns.
It's not
So-
quite a full circle. It does a little like jig jog.
Yeah.
See that? It's not going in a complete
Is that
circle.
it? Is it avoiding the corner, or is that just it randomly
That's-
zigzagging?
That's interesting. It might be avoiding the corner.
It's a twist on a classic, you know?
Didn't we see this last time where Roger Dodger was doing this chicken snake strategy, but then we saw another game where he wasn't?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that does ring a bell.
that is-
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Sure.
So 2018, when I came to the tournament, literally all I heard was about Chicken Snake, and people tried to explain that to me and what was going on with that, and I still left feeling like I didn't really have a grasp of what on earth Chicken Snake was.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing this is what Chicken Snake did.
Fantastic question. Yeah, exactly. So Chicken Snake. So it was even better because that year we would let people do their own like custom images next to their name, which we don't allow anymore for certain reasons. But yeah, so it was Chicken Snake with a chicken
Obvious reasons.
with a chicken picture and the whole strategy. It was the only one doing this because it's the first time it had been seen. So they would just run directly to a corner and do exactly that. Just run in a circle for however long till their food got down to 10, 15, and then they go get one piece of food and then go immediately back to the corner and continue with it.
Genius.
And it got surprisingly far in the tournament. I think that was
Right.
the huge takeaway.
Yeah. So it was a combination of succeeding with an unorthodox strategy, the
Yeah.
fact that the strategy like meshed with the theme and the entire like thing.
Right.
It's just they became a crowd favorite right away. And
like compared to some of the machine learning bots as well, also just like a laughably easy to program strategy as well, which I respect a lot.
Yeah, no, totally. And again, so we do refer to that all the time. Like, looks like we have some chicken snake strategies here, and yeah, so I think it was like four years ago now.
Cool.
That snake showed up.
An enduring legacy, the chicken snake meta.
Exactly.
I think that team still competes, right?
Yeah.
I think we had Chicken Snake drop into the winter tournament.
Yeah, I know he was
immediately get crushed because we've come a long way.
People are wise to that now.
Yeah. That was Kyle and Roger Dodger we checked out there. Let's see if we can see a game between Dragon in a Library and Team Pixel, the two teams duking out at the top here. All right, we have a game from 13 minutes ago. Let's jump into that one.
And they're so close in points. I feel like they're probably going back and forth, first and second.
Yeah, and like we see this, like we check out the teams 20 minutes before the broadcasts, and teams will move around like in that 20-minute period. So, all right, let's jump into this one. Dragon in a Library in the yellow and Team Pixel in the dark blue. Yes, no chicken snakes here. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, interesting.
So Team Pixel does have the size advantage, and so right here, Dragon in a Library. I
think he even knew, right when he got that food.
It was kind of here that they had to make some decisions, and I guess Team Pixel could have gone up. I guess Team Pixel, if they were thinking far enough ahead, they could have known that like this is a situation where they can't go down because Dragon in a Library is like one ahead and could cut them off all the way down to the corner. But they choose to go down, I guess thinking they could force a head-to-head or something, but...
It does look like they're coming after them.
Yeah.
But then they get caught.
That's some pretty aggressive behavior for this, this new category.
This new division,
yeah.
Team Pixel's been around. This is a
That's true.
Their father-son team, but this is their second or third year, I believe. So they know some stuff.
Let me just dive back into this issue here. So Team Pixel right here, they have to decide, are they going this way or are they going this way?
Right, because Dragon in the Library is estimating that they have this whole area down here that they can really capitalize on. So
Exactly.
Yeah. There's a later decision, like if the Team Pixel hugged the wall all the way down, could they have gotten out of that? Like, is there a part where they can detect that they're trapped in? So they keep going forward a sec.
Yeah. No, so
they turn inward. Yeah, like at that point where they detect that like there's one.
Yeah, I think that
I don't know if they would have had time if they'd hugged the wall, they would have been able to get out.
So if they went all the way down, you mean, and then came back up?
Yeah.
Not sure. I think they still would have been trapped because like Dragon in the Library got food there, so their tail stuck around.
Right.
Yeah. This isn't Dragon in a Library being like, no offense to Dragon in a Library, but they're not really like trying to edge the Team Pixel. They're just going for food. Like Dragon in a Library is just living its life, going for food, having a nice time. And it just happens to catch Team Pixel in a corner here. So I feel like this wouldn't happen most of the time. It's just this food placement plus like Dragon in a Library just being a happy little dragon.
Let's try to catch one more between those two because those are the guys that are duking it out for the top spot here. Team Pixel.
They're the top two snakes, the snake Boomba.
Oh, there you go.
Going right here, nice. All right, here we are again. I guess the colors are consistent, so that's helpful. Let's jump right into this one. They're both like very, very clearly aggressive strategies. They're just trying to collect as much food as possible.
Get big.
Yeah.
Look at that! It looks like something turns over and Team Pixel goes for its noggin.
Yeah. So Team Pixel does look like they have some head-to-head kill routines figured out there. Dragon in a Library maybe not checking like their size difference here. I mean, I guess they were forced into one move right here. They had to go up, but from here they probably should have left themselves some more options. But Team Pixel, just from here, they know they have the size advantage, and they just go directly for the kill when
just
they have
encircling them.
Yeah.
It's interesting too that Dragon in the Library decided to go up rather than down,
Yeah, why
Gotta
didn't it
wonder-
go this way?
It's
Why is it
possible that they
going
might
this
just be
way?
using a shortest distance rather than some
Right.
sort of like binary search to figure out the
Oh.
best way to get to food.
So it's trying to go for this food maybe over here.
Yeah, that's right.
And it wouldn't have figured out that it was being blocked until later on.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the Team Pixel's pretty far away at this point.
Yeah.
So I wonder, does the engine like it? Because so the food shows up there and they go up there. Like, does the food show up? Like,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh,
like,
that's a good
like,
point.
does it have the food on the board at this when it's determining this
Right.
move? You know what I mean? I forget if it's
I
like
don't. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
because
interesting.
I don't think so.
no.
They
Why
get
not
this
go-
board state and they need to figure out where they're going to go from here. So
Yeah.
You'd think they'd
How
be
does-
going this way.
How does
Yeah.
the distance
So clear-
detection work? Like, it's like, for example, would that head be going up because it knows that tail is already below it? Is that even like at that point the head? So the end of the yellow snake's tail is blocking it from going down, right?
mhm.
That's an
Yeah,
interesting
yeah.
thought. Yeah, that maybe it's just sensing that it doesn't have a lot of space there, but not
Right.
realizing that the head of another snake is at the top.
Yeah.
This move was the confusing one though, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely when that food comes in and starts being detectable.
Hopefully
So-
this is giving Dragon Snake a little bit of insight into what to program against next.
yeah. But it does look like they're trading games. Like they're both kind of neck and neck for real out there. It'll be interesting to see over the next week if they make any final tweaks that can give them the edge in the final push for the tournament here.
So you mentioned that Team Pixel had been around for a while, and with all these parent child teams, do you see a lot of the parents who have participated in the past as part of a team bringing their children in, or is these new teams who are getting into this together?
That's a
so
good question.
yeah, I mean, but we do remember these guys. Again, you can see their picture here. They were at the
Yeah.
live event most recently.
I don't know that we know a whole lot about the newest parent-child teams. I think what you correct me if I'm wrong, either of you two, but I think we had there was a group of people somewhere on the island that were just doing this as friends who
Right.
were all doing parent and child. But I don't know that any
Yeah.
of them were really had a lot of experience in
Right.
Battlesnake already. I think they were learning together for the most
Yeah.
part.
Well, both of these have been to live events, which is probably why they're top in the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it definitely
exactly.
helps to have a little bit of experience under your belt with Battlesnake.
Maybe we'll need a parent-child rookie and parent-child veteran,
Yeah.
Right?
division, in the
If they
next-
keep being this complex. Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting that they explain their rule
Yeah.
base, how they're guiding the snake in their about. That's pretty cool.
using A star to detect confined areas.
Interesting.
Learning A star at 8 years old. That's that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That's a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's parent child. Let's jump on to the next division here. So the rookie division. This is what was the word we used last time? Was turbulent. Division.
good word.
That's
that
a
what we
great
used last
choice.
time? Yeah.
Yeah.
People moving up and down nonstop. These are pretty much all new teams that we see here.
It is in flux, that's for sure.
And we've actually had quite a number of new entries since the Tuesday episode that we did.
Ooh, look at this.
And there's only one team still in the top 3 that was in the top 3 on Tuesday. And
Yeah, Oliver King. I don't even recognize that name.
let's check out this Oliver King team here. Student at UNCC, working the snake alone, trying to optimize snake logic without machine learning or future prediction.
Whoa.
Interesting. Where is UNCC? Does anyone know what that is? Someone want to Google that for me?
I'm Googling it for
I
you.
learned not to live Google.
Yeah,
on the
don't
stream
Google
anymore.
on stream
Yeah.
anymore.
It looks like the university. Oh, nope, that's not it.
We should probably point out too, though, that there is a lot more emphasis on machine learning snakes this year, especially with SageMaker helping out and providing sort of like a nice easy path to get started on machine learning. But you absolutely do not need to have a machine learning snake. And I believe every snake that's won in the past has not been a machine
No,
learning snake.
we've had like a
Right.
semi-finalist that used machine learning, but definitely no champions with it.
Do you think that's? Oh, sorry.
no,
I was gonna say,
I
do you
just-
think that's like the relative maturity of machine learning in Battlesnake, or is that there is some meta game available to hand program snakes that is not machine learning?
yeah, I feel like it's just like if you apply proper like adversarial searches and like kind of hand picking your strategy, it just feels stronger than just throwing it at a whole bunch of like reinforced learning. And
yeah.
I mean, the results that we're getting with the reinforced learning stuff is like it's super impressive. I'm pretty blown away by it.
But that doesn't change the fact that there's all these like well-established algorithms out there, like flood fill and A-star and BFS and stuff that are really relevant to this, and, accessible.
Yeah. I just wanted to touch on that. We did have a SageMaker snake in the parent-child category. That was Roger Dodger. That was
which is
chicken
wild,
snake.
by the way.
Yeah,
like that being SageMaker and parent-child.
It was the chicken snake. That was they were doing the chicken.
Interesting.
The machines have learned.
I would love to see that trading set.
They're following the same path that Battlesnake has run. They're starting a chicken snake.
Trading on a very particular set of past games.
Okay, well this makes sense why they were chicken snake one game and then not another game.
Yeah.
Have you seen any like hybrid snakes? They're snakes that use machine learning for like one particular facet of their functionality.
Cool thought. I don't know that we've seen it.
Not that I've talked to.
I mean, it could be happening.
Yeah. I mean, there's lots of teams that aren't like fully public with their strategies. So
right. I love that the competition is at that level.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait for a machine learning snake to break the no-win record.
Okay, I just came back to the rookie category, and Polka Dotted Goggles is now out of the top 3, and it's Oliver King, Null, and Fred 2020.
Fred 2020.
So yeah, let's check out. We looked at Oliver King a second ago. Yeah, that was the UNCC student.
Did we watch a game with them?
Oh, did we find out where UNCC was?
Oh, it's the University of North Carolina at Charlotte.
Okay,
cool.
It's nice.
All over.
Then we have Null, my first Battlesnake competition, likes to be aggressive. Let's try to get a game with them in here. They're currently in second place. It's a tight race for second right now. Oliver King's got a bit of a buffer on first, but second place.
Did we watch a game with Oliver King?
Let's try to go one up here.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one with Oliver King, Null, and Polka Dotted Goggles in it.
Perfect.
This should be a
game.
3 minutes ago. Wow, these games are just running.
So Polka Dotted Goggles was in first place on Tuesday, is that right? I know they were top 3 at very least. So these are some of the heavy hitters in the rookie category. So this is a little sneak peek at what the final tournament could look like right here. So yeah, Null, first time competitor right here. Oliver King, UNCC student. Luxlight. Did we look at Luxlight? I think we did last Tuesday.
I don't think so.
And then Polka Dotted Goggles, who's been doing well all week. So let's check the game out here. No deaths, first 50 turns. Null kind of using the tail chasing strategy there. Wow, 150.
This is and then we just lost 2 real fast.
Yeah. And Null takes it.
Wow.
First time competitor taking down some heavyweights here. So yeah, Polka Dotted. Let's go back and check out some of these deaths here.
This looks like Oliver King gets taken out.
So again, we're 130 turns in and no one's dead.
Usually a mark of the veteran category.
Head to head with Luxlight. Oh, he dodges it.
So very clearly checking size there, knowing that they can't head that direction.
And just went the wrong way.
Yeah, and here, they're so they could have. No, I don't think they had. I'm trying to determine if they could go like this way.
Right.
But I think
there's enough room to get around.
Yeah, they're one too long to pull that off. So
that's too bad.
So what do they end up doing here? Sorry. Yeah, they just go and try to take as much time as they can. Hope that the other 3 snakes die before they run out of room. They're taking out there. And then I think next one was a head-to-head. Where did that occur?
Oliver King's just living his life in the corner here. Luxlight comes for him.
A little bit more size advantage. And very clearly just getting aggressive here. Oliver King should have seen it coming. You can see the bloodthirst and Luxlight's eyes right there. Just
the dead stare.
Yeah. Maybe the most menacing snake face.
Heads right over. It goes directly for the kill. Could Oliver? I guess they could have actually gone up. Let me get this on there. They could have done an up, left, down.
Or just follow their own tail.
but Luxlight still could have gone straight in and
Yeah,
jutted in as we've seen before.
They would just be putting off the inevitable.
Yeah. And yeah, taking him head to head right there. Yeah, exactly. They had the choice to go up or just like suicide head to head, and they took the honorable way out. Just
They died in battle.
yeah. All right, Luxlight and Null. They were neck and neck for size here. Luxlight with the slight advantage. And how did this one end up finishing?
Null took this one.
Yeah.
This is impressive because Luxlight has got the size.
Oh, right there.
yeah,
That's bad news.
No, they're out.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, they could have got
wrong.
out.
They just
Yeah.
locked him in there.
Yeah.
This
So
it's interesting.
that's
That's like the second like going one wrong way led to death in this game. As in, like both the same direction in kind of similar circumstances in both times, where they had an escape route the other direction.
Yeah. And this really emphasizes how important it is to account for like at least making some sort of prediction as to what the other snakes are going to do, or like where at least the backs of their tails are going to be X turns from now. Because you can search as deep as you want to on your own snake here, and you're not going to find a way out if you're not accounting for Null's snake, so Null's tail actually like continuing and moving and giving that opening on the right there.
It's interesting because like presumably they can see that a tail is always going to move one block further than it is. So like surely going for the tail is always a better choice than going for the body.
Yeah.
It's dangerous though. You don't want to be too close to the tail because when they eat, they grow.
Oh, it grows. Yeah,
you're right. They grow at the tail, so then you could be in trouble that way.
Yeah, but 90-some% of turns though, it's a safe move to follow the tail, and you know it's always safe to follow your own tail too. So, but yeah, here should have gone right, went left, paid for it. Null takes it. Let's see if it's moved around at all since we did that. Yeah, they're still in second, trying to close that gap. They're getting a little bit of a buffer between Fred 2020 there.
Oliver King looks like the clear favorite right now.
Yeah, no, definitely. Do we look at Fred 2020?
Not yet.
Get ready to feel the Fred. Oh yeah.
Places.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag Fred 2020.
Nice. So I think Fred's pretty new. I don't think we saw them on Tuesday, but let's try to get a game with Fred 2020 up here. Let's do a little search here. Fred 2020.
I just love how it's like a whole new group every time we look at this.
Let's see if there's any.
Luxlight was in that group.
Yeah, we'll do this one from 30 minutes ago with Luxlight. I know Nessagrav was up top 5, top 10. Not sure who Cease Hostilities is, but let's check this game out here.
So I guess Fred will be the favorite to win this game.
Yeah, based on the current rankings for sure. Luxlight's also top 5, so they could have a good shot at it. But yeah, let's jump in and see what happens.
Nessagrav with that Dune.
Ooh,
Whoa,
Luxlight.
Luxlight.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah. Is anyone else stoked for the Dune?
Oh,
movie,
I'm
by
so
the way?
stoked.
Oh, me too.
Yes,
The
very.
casting is perfect.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So Cease Hostilities.
This is an interesting game. This is not what we expected at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have to check out Cease Hostilities here, taking out some of the.
I feel like you don't see the pointy tail a lot, eh? They're just it's kind of
yeah, no, you're right. It's a little.
It's going backwards. It looks like that's the way it should go. Like
It's a little jarring, really.
it is. It's very scary snake. Nessagrav.
So yeah, I wanted to check out what happened to Luxlight off the bat here. It looks like they got pincer moved by. Nessagrav gets a food right off the bat, so they have the size advantage. Fred comes in with one space buffer to like be able to force the body shot.
Right.
And they just drive him into a wall. That's like some Tron moves right there.
Yeah.
You see that?
That's awesome. Nessagrav looking pulling the
Little
Tron moves
teamwork.
off there. So then let's jump forward a little bit.
Oh, they turned on them though. Nessagrav.
so-
No.
That sharp tail. Fred going for that sharp tail. It's sketchy. Look how close you are there. It's looking dangerous. And yeah, this was just
right there.
Yeah,
Nessie
Nessagrav.
just turns on them.
So this was
Yeah.
your like a 50-50. Which way are they going to go? Are they going to kill the head-to-head, or are they going to get away? And they both go the same direction. Nessagrav taking the kill. So yeah, 2 kills for Nessagrav here. They couldn't get the clean sweep. It looks like though. So let's see what happened to them towards the end of this game.
You don't make your snake look like that unless you're playing hostile.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other one's called cease hostilities. So we know that it.
Yeah.
We should have known. We should have been able to predict this.
Didn't listen.
We didn't listen. Oh, Nessie's looking for him.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, I mean, like, so cease hostilities could have just gone for the kill from here if they just cut right and like cut the body off entirely. Right. But you have to search pretty deep to see that.
Hey, can you just back up a couple moves here, and can we just check the ping on this one? I just want to see if it also cuts down once they know.
Well, no, so they don't kill them right here though. So,
oh no,
like, they could have gone all the way to the right, like upright, and killed them there. I think.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But they don't. So they let them out, and I think it was when they came around here again. Oh yeah, this was the poor call right here. They could have gone to the right. They would have had their own tail to chase. They would have had lots of room, but they ended up going to the left, which means you're kind of at the mercy of cease hostilities. And they're well behind cease hostilities tail there.
Oh yeah, they were doomed as soon as they made that turn.
Yeah.
That's a really long ways to look ahead. How would you avoid that otherwise? Like, no one's going to look that far ahead. This is like some kind of just general spatial awareness, knowing that snake has
just a general rule to always
stay on
favor turning inward.
Yeah. You see that with some snakes that sort of have a general awareness of like how they're trying to stay in their side and slowly increase their like. This is kind of a case where it's like that would have been really
widen your own circle.
Yeah, exactly.
So like one kind of helpful thing you can do if you're just starting off and you're not really capable of doing the super deep adversarial searches is when you're like trying to calculate a safe move, just do a safe move, do the chicken steak strategy, do a safe move back to your own tail, which would have taken them to the right here and like just kind of back up chasing their own. I mean, I don't know why you want to chase that sharp tail,
It's
but
so pointy.
yeah. In terms of just like a safe place to go, your tail is just typically like the most conservative place to head to. Unfortunately, they did not take that decision here. They went for the food. That was maybe a greedy decision that they made here, and it ended up costing them 20 some odd turns down the line. So really interesting end to that game there. And let's do a little sneak peek at Cease Hostilities, who was pulling off the upset here.
Mm-hmm. Because we were checking out Fred 2020 that round, weren't we?
Yeah. So they're chilling in 13th place right now. Let's take a look.
Fred 2020 has dropped to 6th place.
Ooh. So turbulent division.
So turbulent.
There's a lot of Python snakes on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially in like rookie division, Python's such a great language to just like pick up and start figuring it out.
And it's on brand.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is.
Yeah.
I have a silly question to ask when we get back into a game about those numbers that you highlighted at one point, and what each of the numbers.
Oh, good
sure,
point.
yeah.
I'm guessing one
we
is
should run
size.
through that.
Sure. Lux Light on top now. Oliver King had that big buffer, but it's gone now. Let's get one more in from the rookie division. Let's try to get a Lux Light Oliver King game if we can. Yeah, nice. 15 minutes ago. I think we watched this one already, didn't we? Didn't we?
Yeah, we might have watched that one.
No, did we?
Oh yeah, that was the first one we watched.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go back one then. Let's get this one here.
Yeah, that has Null in it.
Nolan.
Dennis. Oh yeah, Dennis. We talked about Dennis last time.
Oh,
Dennis.
Dennis was top 3 on Tuesday. Right. So yeah, some other heavy hitters here. Let's take a look at. Oh, so you had some questions about the numbers, eh?
Yeah. So right now there's only one number, but there was 2 earlier, right?
Yeah. So this big number, Can we go forward 1 turn? Yes. So the big number is the current size of the snake. I know you only see 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but so it's
unspooling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're coiled up. Exactly.
They're coiled up. Yeah.
So the next number here, this is the response time in milliseconds. Yeah. Okay. So like they get given the board state and they have 500 milliseconds to respond with their move.
Cool.
So it's really interesting to see some snakes are taking up 499 milliseconds of that a lot of time.
Oh, fascinating. Okay.
Whereas like some of them are just, I'm only checking 1 space ahead of me and getting a move in 2 milliseconds. And we'll try
that's really interesting. Okay.
We'll try to highlight this again, but so Neater Snake, in the veteran category, they like like very heavily will use their entire time allotment on moves that are difficult. But as soon as like they've like solved the board, they drop down to like 1-2 milliseconds, and like you can see that they don't need to think anymore. They're just getting their move in as fast as possible.
So if you're playing against Neater and their ping drops to 1, you know
it's over.
It's over for you, yeah.
But yeah, so here everyone's thinking long and hard about their first moves, and it's fun to keep an eye on that and see, maybe your snake's just poorly optimized, maybe it's thinking really hard. It's kind of a lot of factors play into that response time there. Maybe you're on a really crummy free tier instance that's like 3 continents away. I don't know.
Who knows?
All right, yeah, let's get this game going here though. Noel was doing this chicken snake, but got hedged out there. Oh, Luxlight, super aggressive, 2 head-to-head kills. And what happened to Nesagrev there? Moved out of bounds. Let's rewind a little bit here. So I guess this is explaining why Luxlight is now in first. They're just racking up kills and taking victories.
We're still looking for that KD one day. One day we'll get a KD.
One day. So
Noel is behaving very differently to the previous game we watched them in.
Yeah, so they're chicken snaking here.
And previous to that as well.
Yeah. Oh, I love this timing. So like they're in 1 of 4 spaces at a time, they can get the kill. Luxlight loops back, times it, goes in right when they need to.
This is the evolution of chicken snake, is that an intelligent snake can just jump in there.
Oh, that's so fun. They're like, you see that look. You see that look on Luxlight's face. We've seen that before.
The twinkle in its eye.
They know what they're going to. Loop up, come back down, time that kill perfectly. Oh, that's great. And yeah, so Nesagrev went out of bounds, I believe. Let's see if they got Troned off the board here.
Yeah, I think Dennis might have. They come around, and then Dennis just kind of takes away. And that kind of spatial awareness I was just talking about, where Dennis doesn't really need to go for the head-to-head. They just need to take away the space that Nesagrev has. Yeah, it was the same thing they did last game. They could have gone the safe route to the left, making the left turn here to chase their own tail. But they didn't. They went up. They went aggressive. Yeah, even right here, they could have gone left and chased their own tail at the bottom. But they go up here. Dennis recognizes it, cuts them off in the top left corner. And Nesagrev not going the honorable way out. They just...
Can you go back to where they hit the wall and had to make that choice?
Yeah.
That's tough, too, because right now, if they, say, flood-filled this space compared to everything else...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's tough to know that in a couple turns your tail is going to be, away from the wall and kind of let all that space be accessible. But
but even then, that pink snake's coming down at the moment.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So that's a tough one to program in.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at this last kill here. Yeah, that's just Luxlight having the size advantage. You can again that look in their eye. They know they can go for a kill. They head over straight for it and
turn Dennis's tactics against them.
Luxlight, bloodthirsty killer. Keep an eye out for them. Looking forward to see some more games from them.
So cool.
Very exciting. Love the pink. Very excited.
All right, let's jump over to the veteran division here. We're running out of time. So we had quite a bit of movement here. Again, this is moved since the start of the show again. Neater Snake was actually off the bottom of the board, in 4th place before we started the broadcast here today, but they climbed back up in a second. Swedish Vikings still holding that 1st place spot with a little bit less of a buffer than they had on our last episode.
The change in programming language here is hilarious.
From
Python to Java, Rust, Smalltalk, what on earth?
That's a classic Battlesnake.
Yeah.
Snake.
They've been to a whole bunch of live events. They met them in person. They're a great team. They show up and they're trying to rep small talk as much as they can.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
they won the Winter Classic, didn't they?
They didn't.
Or day one, they won
it. They were finalists in the championship.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No, didn't they? Did they win? Yeah, they won and got bumped into veteran. That's what they did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a real swing towards performance-oriented languages in that for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Just going on one category.
Yeah. Swedish Vikings. We know them. Stockholm, Sweden. 2nd place 2 of the weeks in the Winter Classic. Snake, winner of the Winter Classic. Really fun snake to watch. Those are the guys that have the super tuned response times. And then On Solo and Huntail. These are two newcomers that we've seen consistently in the top 5 ever since we started tracking it. The very lazy ladybug, no actual bio. But yeah, let's try to get some games with On Solo and Huntail in them. I'm really interested in seeing some more from these two newcomers. So
just a reminder, everybody, write your bios so that we have something to talk about.
Yeah, we desperately need to talk more. That's what we need.
Some on Solo versus here's On Solo, Secret Snake, Swedish Vikings. 3 teams from the top 5 right now. Let's jump into this game here. And
Just
also,
Ian.
Has there ever been a bigger rivalry between Swedish Vikings and Snake?
So it's the two. Yeah.
It is.
In all of sports history, I think.
Yeah. But New Winter Classic was that upset. Secret Snake took the week in week 2 and got into the actual final. But Swedish Vikings is out with a vengeance this tournament, I can tell. So let's check this game here. On Solo, newcomers, Secret Snake, winner of week 2 Winter Classic, Swedish Vikings, out with a vengeance, and Ian, just Ian, of course.
Just Ian.
Yeah. Let's jump in. Just Ian playing with the big boys here. Gets caught up in the middle, lost head-to-head with Swedish Vikings. Secret Snake taken out by Swedish Vikings' body.
Looks like he got just kind of wedged in the corner there as well.
Man, look at this. All kills as a result of Swedish Vikings.
Wow.
Just taking names right now.
That KD is just...
Yeah, that KD is just skyrocketing.
Through the roof.
Yeah.
Let's do a look back here. Just Ian, let's see what happened here. You're between 3 super deadly snakes. That's not where you want to be. Swedish Vikings with the size advantage, forcing that head-to-head, taking them out early. And next kill was up in the corner here, I believe.
Secret Snake, yep. Both snakes coming in.
Oh, yeah. They just ran out of room. And Swedish Vikings, they know they have one way out. And they just cut it off and leave and go do their own thing. They could have gone for the head-to-head.
They don't need to stay.
They're not going to waste. They're not going to waste their time finishing
food to get.
Yeah,
they got stuff to do.
That's man. I know that this snake is good enough that they're doing this intentionally, but knowing that they locked the kill in here and just moving on is very cool. Also, Secret Snake. Let's check out Secret Snake's ping here. We circle out there. So they're chilling at 40 ping, moving along.
Wow.
As soon as they get up, as soon as they get up here though, there's not a whole lot of thinking to do. They only have one space to go. Game's pretty much over, and it's just gonna.
Is it just me, or is the ping a lot higher in the veteran, across the board?
Oh yeah, I mean you look
for sure.
I don't feel like I saw anyone in the 400s from the rookie.
Yeah,
that's not see-through.
Well, I mean,
just don't look at it.
they're designing algorithms to search as deep as possible in the allotted time that they have.
Right.
And break out right at that last.
Yeah. It was interesting when you said you could see Swedish Fight locking the kill because that ping dropped to the double digits for the first time since the game.
That's interesting.
Oh
It's just
totally.
It's just I'm good here.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Super
That
cool.
was an easy decision.
Yeah. Then On Solo versus Swedish Vikings. Let's see if we can detect the kill here. 22.
22.
I do have to say, Swedish Vikings is getting some good food placement consistently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the game
this
too.
run, they get 4 on one side here.
Right.
The orange
Maybe
is favouring them a little bit.
A little bit rigged, you're saying? Maybe questionable. All right, let's get it.
I guess it's also
ran
an
out of room
art
there.
to maximizing which spaces you block off to influence the food spawns. Food can't spawn in the body of a snake, right?
No,
right.
No.
I
Can
don't
you
know
just
if
go
anyone's
back a
ever
little
done
bit? Did On Solo have a chance to win that right there? Oh no, I guess not. Okay.
No, not really. They had options out.
Oh, they're trying to run away.
If they went left there, On Solo could have killed. So
Right.
Swedish Vikings is good enough to know that that's not safe. But yeah, you can see here that Swedish Vikings detects that On Solo was trapped. Just right here. and they head straight up to the top. Again,
I love
here,
the veteran division.
like this move here, so they know that they have the size advantage, so they can go for the tightest possible kill route, which is right here.
Oh, and then it drops. You see that from right into the 40s, right there. Yeah.
Right here, they're thinking. Right here, they're not thinking as hard, and yeah, now they know.
There's something really unnerving to me about that. Just like watching the brain decide, yeah, we've got them.
Have that snake brain take over.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's like going into the lizard brain inside.
Lizard,
right? Like,
literal lizard brain. Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Right. I want to get a game with Huntail too, because they've been flirting. Oh, we got a great one here. Huntail, Swedish Vikings, little small talk action, and just Ian's ended up in all our games today. We'll do a little check into their profile after
sneak it
this.
in.
Yeah.
Just Ian.
All right, so Huntail, one of the top 5 contenders, which is the Medusa. The Medusa down in the bottom middle. Swedish Vikings, we all know them now, and just Ian, top middle.
Just Ian.
All right, let's jump into it. See if Justine can. They're staying small. They're just like darting between the Medusa taken out by Swedish Viking. Justine lost head to head with Huntail, and yeah, these are the two top rated in this this Boombo right here. So Swedish Vikings, man, deadly
dominant. It was interesting to see how much they almost mirror each other on the board with similar sizes and positioning.
Running low on time here, so let's just take a look at the last kill and then jump into the sponsor division real quick. So yeah, Swedish Vikings with the size advantage. Literally just tracking for a kill on these loops around here. Tries to get it on the next loop up. And yeah, Huntail is just like running out of space here. We'll see if we see the drop. So yeah, 21 milliseconds here. I guess they have it figured out at this point. And yeah, just going. It's the same sort of timing they did in their that last kill of the last game too. They like kind of figure out when they need to head over. They head over directly for that head-to-head timing and force it in the corner.
Very cool. Finely
tuned killing machine, Swedish Vikings.
Very exciting to see.
I think looking like the favorite currently.
Yeah.
I know no team wants to hear me saying their name or talking about them in a good light.
Oh yeah, the Cursters.
The caster's curse has been bestowed upon them. They're now a target.
The Curstus.
But they are looking mighty deadly right now. All right, let's jump over to the sponsor division for the last couple minutes here. So I know we talked about on Tuesday, we just opened this up. We have a whole bunch of sponsors that have come on board now. It was just Schneider Electric at the time, but we're seeing snake entrants from Roof, GiftBit, Link to Feed, Certain, that's my team here, Battlesnake Official still in there, Checkfront, Benevity, and Amplithonify?
We know which snakes belong to which.
That's RBCs.
The RBC snake. Okay, cool.
Amplithonify.
Yeah, and then Schneider Electric, just to give another shout out there. So yeah, it's shaping up to be an interesting division. Roof, I know they've. I remember at the live event this year, they had the Bounty Snake tournament, and Roof died right off the bat, and I kind of called them out a little harshly. So I think they took that to
They
heart.
got the message.
They put some effort in here. And,
are you saying that tough love works?
I think it is in this case because they're sitting in first with a mighty fine buffer on it. Let's try to get a game with Roof in it. Oh, this is. Oh, I don't want to see.
You know what? I think that's the perfect game to watch, Chris.
Yeah, I clicked on that one.
Is there anybody in specific you can call out on the certain team for if the snake loses?
I do have some people. I'm gonna wait till I see the result before I say the names.
Perfect.
All right, so expecting Roof to clean up here. Not to say anything about the certain snake, but let's jump into this one here.
Roof, I think, might be in our Twitch chat here.
Yo, certain snake rocking that KD right there.
Oh, wow.
It. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, ooh. Again. All right, let's get a slow-mo look at this.
Yeah.
What happened here?
So wait, can you just hold there for a second?
Yeah.
So I see what we're seeing here is there's no room right here.
Yeah.
And yet
that's where it goes.
That's where it goes. So.
It's a bold strategy.
It could go the other way.
There's
all this space over here.
There is 4 food up there. It needs to get there as fast as it can.
Right.
It's so it's probably just some like natural evolution, machine learning being applied here. They're trying,
Right.
they're throwing things out there to see if they work, and then if they work, it'll reinforce the algorithm. Otherwise, it won't. And
Joe,
it's not
there is
it's not the
this
tournament
food
yet,
right here too, or this food.
Yeah,
But yeah,
But yeah, sure.
you guys just aren't technical enough to understand
Right.
decision making here.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a
so
tactical
who's
decision
to
to
blame for this one?
self-destruct.
My mic's cutting out. All right, let's try to get another sponsor game here.
We've
in the last
actually
couple
got
minutes.
Roof in the chat calling you out, Curtis.
Oh,
They're
God.
saying that it was a bug that was triggered during tournaments, which is what happened.
No.
And the rest of the code is pretty much the same. So they beat you with the same code that self-imploded.
We're just gonna try to get another game in here before.
Yeah,
the
sure.
end.
We're running out of time. Right?
Unfortunately, Certain's not in this game right now, but we have
too bad.
Checkfront and Schneider.
so these are three of the favorite, or not favorites, but it's currently the top ranked teams.
Yeah,
right?
I believe Schneider is number 2 right now, and Checkfront is right up there potentially. Are they? No, they just died in the last game. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes here. Roof is the favorite. Let's see how they do. Jumping into it because we're running out of time here.
Any more sponsors that you want to call out, Curtis? Now is the time.
So I think what we know now is that when Curtis speaks poorly of you, you will do well, and when he speaks well of you, you will do badly. So it works both ways. The Curtis curse.
I give some tough love, Aileen. That's what it is. That's what it is.
This is looking like you have a good game.
This is a long game. What are we at here?
Roof.
Ooh.
Locking that kill in. So yeah, I was gonna say Schneider getting that real size advantage there, but let's see what the decision-making process was. So yeah, I guess so Schneider.
That was his only move.
It was just a tough position here. So I think back here, they could have gone down. Would that have even worked? Yeah, they would have had enough space to go down there, but they went up.
Roof is consistently rocking a high ping.
Oh yeah. I think Roof. Due to my motivation, they really put the legwork in and just really.
There's a lot of code there that's just working hard.
Good job, Curtis.
Yeah, good job,
problem.
Curtis.
Yeah.
Somehow we're thanking you.
So right when they get to that spot, they know they can't go up because there's only 10 spots, 11 spots up there. They have to go down and use all this area, but.
And they're just out at this point. And Roof, even though they have it locked in, they're still thinking real hard. Curtis can't call us out again this tournament. We got a 475 ping every time. And yeah, locking it in. So you're welcome, Roof. Nicely done.
Way to go, Rusty, the Roof Snake.
Yeah. All right, I think we're just about out of time here. So I think we're going to wrap it up. Another final look at the sponsor ladder. Yeah, Checkfront. Yeah, they're just sneaking into games with the heavy hitters here. But yeah, Roof, Schneider Electric, the 2 front runners, GiftBit, nipping on their heels. And yeah, if you guys have any companies, know anyone that wants to get involved in this sponsor ladder that's just heating up right now, feel free to reach out to us. You can register on the Say Home and Code page. I'll scroll down here. Sponsor division is in the bottom right. Just click this contact us button to get that going. And anyone individually, if you want to donate, we're supporting the food banks of Canada. We have a donate button right here. Anything you can send in would be super helpful. Super happy to receive it.
Let's hit that 50K.
Yeah, exactly. We're moving up here. A little bit of latency on that update, but I think we're getting towards it. So let's get it going, guys. But yeah, I think we are all out of time here. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. This has been Snake Pit Live, coming to you with a weekend special edition. And yeah, we'll be back again Tuesday at 6 o'clock, 5:30 Pacific time, 8:30 Eastern time,
And
middle of the night Amsterdam time. So,
but you'll be tuning in, right, Joe?
Yeah,
you're gonna
absolutely. I'll
wake
be
up.
watching. Yeah.
Perfect.
Just set your webcam up next to you in bed, and we can just have you.
Me in a quilt. Just be like, yeah, it looks good. Good snakes.
This looks good, snakes.
Yeah, nice. All right, thanks a lot, guys. I'm going to throw it back to Brad here. Again, thanks again for tuning in. See you next time.
See you.
See ya.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Curtis, Chris, Aileen, and special guest today in Snake Pit Live, Joe. Awesome. Thanks for coming out. A couple notes on our end. In the sponsor category, you'll notice I think the first Snake Pit Live there was only 2 snakes, and now we're up to like 9 or 10. RBC is still, I think they're going to put in 3 or 4 different snakes, and so they're still working on them. They've decided to put them into the arena at the last minute, and so to not give away some of the secrets they're working on, as well as AWS. AWS is working on a couple different snakes as well that they're going to enter into the tournament in the coming week. I know of at least two snakes that are going to enter soon, so hopefully we'll get them in the arena quickly, maybe before Tuesday, and we can talk about them in the next Snake Pit Live. If you work for a company and you're interested in getting involved and donating to a really good cause, reach out, let us know. There's a public Slack. There's email addresses all over the place. If you just go to play.battlesnake.com, you'll find all the information you need. Before we sign off here, I wanted to highlight 2 things. One, if you go to the Battlesnake YouTube, there are Noah from our team has actually been interviewing some of the top veteran participants. So this is actually really cool. There's a whole 7-minute interview with Swedish Vikings, which is one of the top veteran teams right now. And they detail a lot about their strategy and how they started building their snakes. So if you want, check that out. It's on YouTube. There's interviews with Neater Snake. There's interviews with Secret Snake and Ravioli. And these are big names in the Battlesnake community. So go check that out and learn what they're doing. And maybe there's something you can steal from them. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. And we'll see you later.